Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? Well, I hope everything with you is copacetic. I hope you have a lovely, lovely evening. You know what I want to do? Okay, yes, I'm going to be reading on Yi and Kim. He was upset with her because of the postmark. What is it called? A postmark? Is it called a postmark?
Oh, trademark.
A trademark. She was upset with it, but she had done it for years. But apparently, Kanye didn't know about it.
Yes.
And so he was very upset that she went and did this. And it all came out because he wanted to film. He already had recorded his daughter rapping for Diddy. And I guess his son. And that's when Kim stepped in and said, pretty much over my dead body, you are not going to film my daughter in this. Mm-hmm. And Kanye, this is all me putting drama to it, then it'll be your dead body because I'm taking you to court. So when I think about these two people, they just toxic. And to be fair with you, neither one of them are really good parents. Kimberly is never around. She's gone all the time. And when she is there, she's working or posing in a camera, or in the mirror doing her makeup, or she's always about herself. Yes. And Kanye, he is like nomadic and he speaks what's on his mind. Frankly, I do not think that I would drag my daughter in this. Absolutely not. She doesn't need to be 11-year-old, don't need to be tied to this for whatever good reason it is. Mm-hmm. And I can understand Kanye feeling like, you don't have a right. That may be true, but he can also get a trademark done on his daughter, and it's supposed to be released to her when she's 18. However, I don't think you should put your daughter in that.
No.
Because it's just not a good look for your daughter. She's young and she's innocent. She doesn't understand what's going on. And if she understood, she seemed like the type of person would not do it.
Okay.
We're talking about North.
North, right? Yeah.
The opinionated North.
You're right, the opinionated North.
Is she not opinionated and tell you how she feels, that she makes them all nervous? Even her aunties? They be like,
they do.
So I don't think that she would do it.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't think so. If she understood that this is what he's done and she see the pictures and she see how I know, I'm like 98% for sure that this little girl would not want to do that. In spite of it all, she may be honest and she may be blunt, but she does tell you the truth. And I don't think that she would do that. And for you to use your daughter like that, Kanye, that's horrible.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ghastly. I don't like it. I think I don't know what happened to you. And I don't think we'll ever see you again. I think you're gone bye-bye. The difference between you, Kanye, and Wendy is fighting to be back.
That's true.
She's fighting to feel real. She's fighting for that. And you, Kanye, you just want to be the odd man out. I honestly, can I say what I want to say?
Yes.
This is really mean, but I don't mean it in a mean way. If you resent life that much, why are you here? Why are you here? It's like you fight on every time. It's hard to stand up for you because you're always fighting someone.
Yeah.
You're fighting, and now this with your daughter, you can't see that that's wrong. But this has nothing to do with Diddy. He's got to be proven guilty. Mm-hmm. That hasn't happened. So why would you want to bring your daughter in a scandal when you said that you have nothing but respect and love and admiration for your child? I agree with Kim on this one. I agree with her. And I think that if you do that, you are really being ass eyes. You're not seeing through your eyes, but you're seeing through your ass. Excuse me, I don't like to use words like that, but you just a bunch of ass eyes. And I like you, Kanye, but you go too far.
You do.
I like you, Kimberly. I really do. But you go too far. With everything going on, you still going to pose damn near naked with a robot? What about your kids?
Mm-hmm.
You both are whack.
Wiggity whack.
Y'all whack as parents. Y'all just whack. And y'all had these kids together and y'all can't even love one another for the sake of the kids. I'm done with you. So anyway, let me do a reading on this whack-a-doodle couple.
Yeah.
They are a couple.
Yeah.
And they'll be a couple for the rest of their lives because they have 4 children together. Not 1, not 2. And she wanted them Cocoa babies.
She did.
Now you got 4 Cocoa babies by you and him are mad. You mad in vanity.
Yes.
You are vain, Kim. And he is a narcissist because he thinks that he's untouchable. But he's touchable.
Yeah.
We're all touchable.
Together they make an interesting duo.
I mean, yeah. They both air signs. Mm-hmm. He's a Gemini. She's a Libra.
Yeah.
She's about beauty. He's about entrepreneuring, enterprises.
Yeah, being a social
A what?
That came out wrong. A social butterfly.
Oh, what did you say?
I don't know. Chauffeur buffalo.
I was like, what she said? Chauffeur stuff. I was like, what did you say? I thought it was hip. I didn't know what that was. I was saying she said something hip. So anyway, so I'm going to read on them. And I guess the one question I think I want to know is, will they ever just get it right working together as parents?
Please. That's a good question.
I see they on a mountaintop. Okay. And I see that they are working at it. They really are. You know, it is movement. It is. I do. I see movement. I do see working. I see a lot of energy. I see that this y'all separate a lot. And because you both are polarizing figures, you both are in the camera. And for that, you all need to be careful. I'm trying to make it where the light don't see it. Can you see it?
Yeah.
That's what came out, the 7 of Wands. Yes, it's about the selfish. You both are selfish. Both of you. You and Kim, you're selfish. Why? You hoard what you want to hoard. She hoard the postmarks. Next couple of months, you're going to hoard something. It's like y'all just tit for tat. And even where y'all don't like it, y'all married together with them kids. And they should be first priority.
They really should.
See what I'm saying? The postmark have to deal with money and power. And what did Kanye say? Kanye says something to the effect the man always win, or the man had the last word. Something to that effect I heard. Go, Kanye. My thing is, if you that miserable in life, I'm just saying, why you here? Why do you do the things you do? Why don't you retire yourself? Why don't you go live in Japan somewhere and just be a hermit and walk the streets showing your butt, and you and Bianca go and have some more brown babies and chill the hell out?
Yeah, for real, that's what you guys need to do.
I don't get this. Postmarks, and you want your daughter. I'm really against that. And it's a money deal. I wouldn't even think to put my daughter in the midst of that, because I wouldn't even want that karma to come nowhere near that innocent little girl. That's sad to me. What do you think?
Yeah, it's definitely sad that she has ended up. She didn't end herself up in this situation, but she herself has ended up in this situation, and it's quite curious
because of her father. She's 11 years old.
Yeah, but also just the fact that Kanye's doing the exact same thing he didn't want Kim to do, so it almost seems like a double standard. Like, I don't want my daughter involved in these grown-up, mature
putting
things.
On lipstick, what kind of perfume she wears, and you care about that, but you don't care about her putting her name, her precious name, in a scandal. She don't supposed to go low. She go high. She north. Why did you name her north to bring her to south?
You got jokes today. that one was good.
You like that one?
I did.
Okay, I may have another one. I don't know. I don't know. So here in this reading, I see selfishness. I see hard work. You and Kimberly fight against each other.
They do.
Y'all pick your battles, and that's what y'all fight over. Because both of you are selfish. Both of you. The cards are showing selfishness. Your foundation is selfish. I'm going to do what's good for me. And Kim is, I'm going to do what's good for me. And you know, I was looking at this old video. This is why I don't follow the Kardashians, because they're showing back, at least when I looked at it last night. This is old. This was last week's episode. But I just go in, I don't follow them anymore because their content is too old.
It really is.
And so this episode was about when the little girl did the episode about that was about North doing the Lion King. The next episode was her and Chloe take India or whatever, where they dress up. This stuff is so old, seen it, done it, and I just can't sit through it. It's nothing. It's nothing there, honestly. No. It's so not current. I don't even understand. Yeah. You're looking at something that we already saw before. I already heard. I already got all the feedback about a year ago.
Yes.
And so now you're coming up with it. Nothing new. To me, I think they have a chance if they fresh their show and make it a little bit more current, like the Housewives. Yeah. When you look at the Housewives, which we're going to be talking about, the Housewives of Atlanta, when I'm done with this, at least whatever's going on in their life, when they recorded it, either it faded out or you can look on the blogs and find out. There, we're not even talking about Kim. That person has been married for months now. It's old. And that's how I was getting with Sister Wives. Yeah. When it's like that and y'all not caring about y'all content, why y'all there? Why y'all there? If you're not about to make it, I'm asking Kanye, why he here? Why if you hate all this and if y'all want this show, why y'all giving so little? It's old. It's nothing new about it. It's something we always heard. And the only thing that could be new is when you all sit around and talk. Child, I'm done. But anyway, I do see like y'all, I see that there was something with Skims going on with them because I definitely see someone here that's really working. It is lucrative. You know, it ain't the creme de la creme, but it's lucrative. It's definitely bringing money. But I sense a sense of frustration. So I think when it comes down to finances and how y'all agree, I think y'all have a problem with not finances, but products, the things you're selling, your commerce. I think y'all are different. I think that caused a problem. Yeah. I think that where Kimberly is very expensive, I think Kanye is more frugal when it comes down. I also see that that because they both have the money to fight. I just don't think this is a good idea. I don't want them fighting. I want them to stop. Okay, now. You have a question?
Yes, my question is how does Kanye feel about Kim trademarking West's name?
Well, he don't like it. I told you he don't like it. He don't like it. Ask, how does Kim feel about Kanye putting her on that Diddy song?
Oh, I will ask that too.
How they feel about it? Page of Cups, very emotional. Oh. Emotional, unstable, delusional.
Playing childish games.
Right? Emotional, delusional, childish. That's what it is, you know? And so, yeah, he can get the kids postmarked, but for what? And Kim, you can't be sneaking around doing stuff like this, even though she's going to say she knew. I don't know about all that. I just feel as though those two, they both are wackadoodles to me. To me, the things they do for attention.
Yes.
The extent they will go through for attention. I want to know, ask me something about Kim or anything. I got to get my brain.
How does Kim feel about Bianca Okay, Bianca and Kanye's marriage.
Well, to her, here's another stick. For me, she probably think it's a burden on Kanye.
Oh, interesting.
Well, this is a burden card.
Yes.
No matter what. And I think that she probably think that this woman isn't good for him. And that she doesn't get a hold on him or put a handle on him, because Kim will be a more harder person.
That's true.
And she will definitely go to the media, where Bianca don't go to the media.
Right.
You know, but they always threatening a divorce. For this last time, I ain't fool with TMZ. I already said they ain't getting no divorce. If it is, not today. I was right about that.
Yes, they were seen just a few days later together.
That's what they do. I'm not saying that they're not going to get a divorce, but I don't know. Because it just seems like Bianca understands everything that he does. What question do I have? Can Kanye and Kimberly work together? Can they work together? Can they work together? Can they? Here's the fire. Yes, if they can, because that's a page of one. So if they work at it and they collab and not try to out sneak or outdo, and share their ideas with each other, have open communication with the kids. And even though Kimberly is trying to take Kim to court, allegedly, so to get him where he doesn't have visitation rights. See, this is stupid.
It is. He's
not crazy. You know, I mean, it's like if he's crazy, then you're a whore. Right? But you said you hung up your whore clothes.
She did say that.
Until you saw you sleeping with a robot.
Yeah.
A robot that people are really in opposition of at that.
For real.
So you're always doing something. You are not in no position to talk. So if you can just stop your childishness and literally communicate what your ideas are for the children. No more sneaking around and lying and trying to get a ones up, because at the end, the children are going to pay for that. And I already read this a couple of years ago, that will be a house that's divided.
Yep, you did say it.
It's going to be a house that's divided. It really is. You have another question?
Yes, my question is, I want to ask something about the kids.
Go ahead.
But I'm trying to formulate it.
Do all of the kids love their dad?
Okay, that's a good question.
Here I see temperance, and temperance means yes. It's like overall is what I can see. It's a walk slightly.
Okay.
Because the only one that I hear about is him and Wes. The rest are undercover. So I don't know how they feel, but I think it's a walk steady, trying to keep a balance. Whereby with North, she is so much like her dad. And the other three, I don't know if they close with their dad. I don't know because you really don't see them with the kids, and you don't really see her sons. So, but what I do know, that Saint, is that the oldest one?
The oldest boy?
His name's Saint?
Let me see. I'm not sure.
What's the name of her boys? Saint and
Psalms.
Psalms is the baby. I think Saint is the one that could be rebellious, could be a hellion. Saint. I think he's the oldest. What is he, 9?
Yes, 9. Saint.
What's his sign?
Let me see. That's a good question.
Because I see him being a hellion, and I don't know what kind of relationship he has with his father. What?
A Sagittarius.
Oh, see?
Born on December 5th.
Okay. Oh, one of them 5 babies. So yeah. He's going to be full of controversy. He was born on the 5th. What month? December the 12th?
December the 5th.
December the 5th. 12th month, the end of a cycle, and right there in the middle of life, right there on the day where good meets evil to balance itself out.
Also, Saint was born on the cusp of being a Generation Alpha and a Generation Z.
As I said, he's right there. He's right Right there. Right
he was
there.
born in 2015. A number five. Another.
So
5.
if you could have gave birth to him,
let's see.
Let's say you're 25 years old.
Minus 9.
Minus 9.
Yes, I could have. I would have been 16 at the time.
That's what you look at. You would have been an old frisky young mother, but you would have been hot in the pants mother. I'm not saying that to anybody out there. I'm just talking to mine and mine over here. Because to me, for her to get pregnant at 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, even 22, I would think she lost her mind. I would not think that's. I don't think that she's been in no position to bring a baby in this world. And for me, I know babies need love, but they need diapers and clothes and shoes and medicine and all those things too. So if I can't afford my baby a better life, then I don't think I would bring one in. And I would not want baby Crone to do that, because if baby Crone were to bring a baby in, it really would be my baby, because I would be able to afford it while she goes off and pursue her dreams in education world. Tell the truth.
Yeah,
I'll put you on blast. But fortunately, this is something we never had to deal with.
To love it, even though I wasn't there, I had a loving grandmother.
Oh, it would be loved. And I know that. But this is not the life that she wants for herself or she wants for the child. And I know she doesn't want me to be taking care of her baby. Not that I wouldn't be a bad baby. I'd be a very good babysitter. But I just don't. I think that when we careful and we don't make mistakes and we choose wisely. But Kim wanted him. She wanted Kanye. Huh?
I said 4 children deep.
4 children deep within 7 years of marriage. You wanted it. You wanted it. The sun set and rose in her.
Yes.
I don't understand. How is it that 2 people that laugh together, love together, even make a little baby together, somehow they just can't get along? Remember your former days. Remember what it used to be like. And start there. Because right now, both of these parents are acting out of nothing but hatred and resentment. And this needs to stop. All you're going to have is troubled kids. That's it. You have another question? So when it comes down to Kanye, he really needs to learn the balance with his kids.
Yes.
Not that he's not a good father. And no, I don't think that Kim should take away visitation right. Because if that was me, that would break my heart.
Right. That's just doing the most as a mother.
It's just doing the most. It's doing the most. Don't do that.
Yeah, so
whatever you feel. Yeah, whatever you feel is one thing. Don't take it. Don't let the kids go in the middle of that. Will the situation be resolved?
I like that. Will it be rectified?
I think so.
Oh, what is it?
Because the lovers. I don't know if it's the glare. Can you see it?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's the lovers.
Kind of look like smokes.
And when I think of the lovers, I really think that as and always, they always fight no matter what they fight. But after a while, you hear them die down. They come back into themselves. Yes. And I think that when he really sits back and think about it, I think that you wouldn't want your daughter in the middle of that. You know, it's just not good. It's just no way around it is good. So I definitely see them eventually coming to some kind of crossroads, someplace where they can make a difference, you know, because they need to put the children first, really. And what's best for the child, and her name being on this. I don't know where your mind is. And this is somebody who says, look, I can't say Diddy is guilty. It's so much that's gone out before him, but he's got to be proven of it. Because one of them, we realized it got dropped. So, and I said in the reading, don't think that he can't get off of this. You know, they could find a way to say that this was tampered with and that, just like Baby Crone said that CNN said they didn't tamper with the tape.
Yeah.
Somebody tampered with it before CNN got it.
Yeah.
So, or maybe no one didn't. Maybe that's just the way that they want it because they're trying to work out a deal. I don't know. But I know he's getting ready to go his trial soon, right?
Yes. I think it actually just recently started.
Are they showing it on TV? No? Because I can look at some of that.
No, it starts on May 5th.
Right, that's what I thought. They put it back because it's supposed to have been on March.
Got you.
And so May 5th is when it starts. So I don't think, and I think that that's a good thing. They were friends, you know. I don't know. He wasn't close. Like maybe at one point they were the frat boys, but they grew up, grew out, and grew on their own. And Kanye seems a little bit too bizarre. But I remember when they did an Academy on one of them shows, and Kanye came in all black, and it was Diddy, I believe, who introduced them. Mm-hmm. So I could see that, you know, and that speaks volume to your buddy Jay-Z. At least you're out there trying to help a friend.
That's
because true. No matter what, that man have a mother, a father, a sister, babies, sons, daughters. He's got aunts and uncles, nieces, nephews, and he had friends. And even if it was, we always snare and make critical judgment on these people. But you got to look at that somebody's daughter or somebody's son. That's somebody's loved one.
Yeah.
Just because you don't like it because of what you heard or what you think you saw and you make judgment, that's somebody else's loved one. He is loved.
Yeah.
And out of his friends, here is Kanye. The Crusader is going to come and make a difference, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
Because I would want someone that did that for me, even if I was the heinous person. Baby, can you still love me?
Yes, I would.
Shacks and all. I'm shackled down. You'll still love me.
Yes, I would.
See? And you can't judge people, but you don't bring your children in it.
That's true.
Is he ever going to acknowledge that that was a mistake?
What?
Like, will he ever think about
what happened to kids of Kim Kardashian?
No. Will he ever think of putting North on that soundtrack?
Oh, okay. Was
that wise? From what little bit I heard, it sounds pretty good. Her rapping seems like it's getting better. Mm-hmm. But was that a good idea? Mm-hmm. No. And when he thinks about it, he's going to see in time that's true. Not a good idea. But you know, Kanye walk in darkness. Mm-hmm. Kim does too. They just two different walk-ups. One is vanity. Vanity. All is vanity. Uh-huh. Vanity is one of the 7 deadlies.
Yes. And I will put Kanye up there with the greed.
And Kanye?
And maybe with the lust. Who knows?
Lust? Well, Kimberly have lust too. Yeah, there's so much alike. That's why they bicker. Yeah. This is why they didn't make it as a couple. Mm-hmm. But I know I bet a fat man to a box of donuts. I bet she said, why did I have 4 of them? Jesus. Huh? Why 4? Good God. Just bragging. I'm going to have my little chocolate babies.
She was bragging.
Babies that you love, no doubt. But you always make a reason. You always find a reason not to be around, though.
For real.
And Kanye is the same.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying they're not good fathers. That's why I'm in opposition of him trying to take away his rights. Don't do that. Mm-hmm. That's such a bitch move. Don't do it. Don't do that. The kids deserve their father.
Yeah.
You wanted them. You got them. Even too by surrogate.
Yes.
You did this.
Yes. How much
you all did this. So chill on that and stop being so hateful and just try to figure out how y'all can love each other and not judge each other, because he calls them a bad name. Do you remember what Kanye called the Kardashians? It's a negative name he calls them. Mm-hmm. You know, so in my overall reading, what can I say? The problem is going to be rectified. Okay. Is Kanye going to lose visitation rights? I see new beginnings. No. No. Why? Because this is the ace. It's creativity. It's a positive. It's abundance of ideas. In other words, if that's what she's fighting, he's saying my money is long. And by the time we finish, neither one of us won't have no money. So you don't want that. So this is why I say, yes, they're going to come to some kind of truce. They always do, really.
They do.
They always come to some kind of agreement, but not until the media gets all involved and things get yucky. I don't appreciate Kimberly doing that with the trademarks, and I definitely don't agree Kanye putting her out there. And thank God she did have a trademark to stop him. That's not good, Kanye. That is not good. No, that's not good at all. So I do see new beginnings. They always working. This is something they're going to have to accept, that we're married to each other with these kids for the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
And we have to do what's right. Mm-hmm. And honestly, those kids are blessed that they have two parents, selfish though they may be, both of them.
Yes.
They are selfish. Am I right about it? 5. Yes, their selfishness get in the way because their desires to hurt one another and not work with one another. Because of that, it's selfish. This is why hurt feelings, emotions, and all of that get in the way, because they play like kids. You don't do what I say. You use the kids like ping pong, like y'all playing ping pong, ping. This is not good. And your kids are ever so growing. And please, those are black kids. They got black in their DNA. Their skin is black. The world is going to view them as black, okay? And because of that, they need to see and understand things with their black father.
That's true.
Don't do this. We don't need another black man not dealing with his kids.
Yeah, enough of that and playing into that stereotype.
We need to stop it. And Kimberly, if that's what you're thinking, don't do it. Nothing good can come out of it. Nothing but just sorrow and pain that you will get, especially from North, if you try to take up from her daddy. She's her daddy child.
That's true.
He mocked her. He mocked her on that's his first that you gave birth to. And I'm telling you, this little girl is overwhelming, very creative, even though she's dyslexic, but she's smart, she's creative, she's highly opinionated.
Yes.
She's a little Kanye with a bow. You know?
Yeah.
She's not feminine by no stretch of the imagination.
No.
When I see her, she doesn't remind me of a feminine child. She reminds me of a tomboyish kind of girl.
Yes,
even though she like I'm a tomboy with lipstick. She like playing the girl. She like dressing girly and doing that. But her persona, she is very masculine energy. Would you agree?
I would definitely
She
agree.
dressed masculine. Now her little sister be wearing little cowboy boots. So cute. So cute.
It is.
The little girl we wearing, what's her name? Cute one. Chicago, the one that looked like Jenna. Not Kylie, but the oldest.
Oh, Kendall.
She looked like Kendall to me. A little chocolate Kendall. She's so cute, you know? And but we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So just briefly, is Kim behind the scene? Is it reckless? Is it reckless? Like what kind of lifestyle? Is it selfish? Kim is in a relationship.
Ooh,
so this is taking priority.
Got you.
I didn't think of that. And the lovers came out of here. So obviously, Kim is in some kind of relationship with someone, and that is going to take some of her time. I don't know who the mystery man is, but this came up, and as soon as I seen it, I was like, oh. And the question that I asked was, what was it? I forgot the question.
It was about Kim and Kanye.
Right.
About the visiting rights or the...
Either way, it just seems like it's Kim. I think my question was, is Kimberly being there more for her kids? No. With Kimberly's schedule, what Kimberly like to do, and she has a love interest, she ain't really got time for them kids. She really don't. She gets the best, even when she's home, she's got to run and film and do something. She's busy. You know, she's a billionaire. She's a billionaire, right? Billionaires have to keep working, you know, so does millionaires. Because the money be spending and spending and spending before you know it's gone.
That's
and
true.
You be broke as a joke, saying you can look around and see where your money went. You be like,
yes,
oh yeah, you definitely can see.
Irony.
You can see your car. You can see everything. Oh, my money paid for this. My money paid for this jewelry. My money paid for this. You could see it. But you be like, that's where my money went. Then you go back and say, oh man, I shouldn't have did that. And then you say things like, if I ever have that again,
I learned a lesson.
I learned a lesson. Next time, I'm not going to be so frivolous. You start learning that. Because if you got it once, you definitely can get it again. That's what I feel. So with that being said, I'm going to end this on a Kanye question. Kanye, are you going to be a good father to your kids and get away from all this craziness and stop trying to irk Kim?
Okay, I like that.
To me, you know this is wrong. So are you trying to be a good person to Kim? Swords up. In other words, with her, you got to stay guarded. With her, you know what? She changes up on you. You can't trust what she say. This is what I'm picking up. You can't trust what she says. You got to catch her on a day. Yeah. She could say this and do that. She could say that and do this. Yeah. You know, she doesn't always play fair because she goes by her emotions and how she feels.
Yes.
You know, so if it's a good time, then she's for it. Right? But if they going through a bad time, now she's not for him seeing the kids. And you know, we've seen the death show up. So we see these cards, but we definitely see the sword. And yes, it's like they can work together and he will, but not without fight, not without opposition of the mind. And that is so sad that two people who once loved each other end up like this. That come from Patti LaBelle. And you know what? And my conclusion to this is all things are possible if you believe and work at it. I feel as though overlooking at this, I just think they both neglect their kids. Kim neglect her kids because she's too busy. Kanye neglect his kids because he does wild and strange things and he stay gone. So they both are wonderful parents.
Yep.
Wonderful. But one just don't have a time and the other one is just not around. Am I right?
Yep, that's exactly the situation.
That's the situation. And neither one of them could call each other names because both of them are good when they good and both of them are bad when they bad.
Yes.
And that's my read. Did you like that?
Yes, I sure did.
I thank you for joining me with this reading on King with Yi and Kim.
Back at it again.
Back at it again. That's the title. Back at it again. It's sickening that they can't even come together for the sake of the kids and get on the page. Why would you be mad and put your daughter in this? You're not. This is what makes people think you're goofy, Kanye. I support you, but this I can't support that.
Yeah, that was goofy.
That's goofy. You know, you goofy right now. You just being goofy. That little girl don't know what she's doing.
Right.
She doesn't even know about this.
Right. It brings back the whole Balenciaga scandal when they had children posing and suggestive.
You're no different. You need to chill. That's your baby girl.
Yeah.
She shouldn't be in nothing political like that. And that's my reading on that. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I did. If you have any comments, please leave them down below. If you haven't subscribed to us, please help sisters out over here. Yes. We need it. We need it. We want it. We want it. We earning it. We're earning it. At least we think we are. And with that being said, go ahead, roll that. Roll with it. Yeah. Work out. That's it. And so with that being said, please, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And if you really enjoyed this video, if you got that far, just click, give us a thumbs up. If you're looking at us through a hand phone,
yes,
boop, that's all you got to do. And that lets us know you care. Please, if you look at the video, even if it's just 5 minutes, just hook us up with a we appreciate you around.
Yes.
That's what we're looking for. And we thank you in advance. And we thank you for supporting us. For all those that come back to us. No, we're not putting out as many videos as we used to because baby Crone's in school. So if we can get 10 videos out a week now, I think that's marvelous. Okay. And when the weather breaks and it's better, we'll be going live more often. So with that being said, please stay with us. We got a lot of talking to do. And there's so much going on at this 25 years of the world. Is that it? Of the day that we named it before, ADDC.
Yeah.
So we're on the 2025.
Yes.
So wow, we've been around. The world been around for a long time. Right. I'm talking about the years. 2000.
Yeah.
In other words, when they started doing the time, if they calculated, they're saying this world and the humanity of it has been around for 2025 years.
That sounds long, but when you think about how the Earth has been around for over a few billion years,
right?
2,000 years.
But that's when man could start writing and articulate in this with 2025 years ago.
Yeah. Advancement is impressive.
And we are here. And look how we have grown. Just can you imagine what it's going to be like in the next 10 years?
Exactly.
I hope I'm around to see it.
You will.
Well, I pray. You should be praying. You act like young people don't die. They die all the time. Go and visit the morgues. They filled with it. Don't be so cocky, girl. There's 1,000 ways you can die, and it ain't got nothing to do with sickness.
That's true.
All right, don't take that for granted. I'm sorry I had to step in there like that. Like, oh, I'm never gonna know. We young people die all the time. All the time. So we're grateful that we're here. So with that being said, and we're grateful that you are tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this reading with these two selfish people. They both are selfish. They both think of themselves first. And I do know, and I know this, they love their kids. They just need to work together and find a solution and stick with it, which shows it's possible. It's possible, but they got to stick with it to stick with it.
Okay.
And if you enjoyed this reading, again, please give us a thumbs up. Please leave a comment down below. Or if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to these two sisters. We really appreciate it. With much love, we love you. Sunflowers!